Hole 1 and hole 10 are very tough opening holes for both nines. The 10th tee is placed 22 yards further back than the first tee, making it a slightly longer hole, but with the tee sitting further back and further to the right, it makes the green a little bit more accessible. From both tees there's a little bit of room to land short, but beware of that little ridge at the front edge of the green. The green itself is quite large, so it's a generous target. So middle of the green or short right, that's the safest way to start your round. Hole 2 is a dogleg left. Hitting straight over the first green, the little bridge over the burn, that's your perfect line to start on. If you're a long hitter, you can go left of the bunker down the third fairway, however a tree front left of the green may block your approach. In the landing area on the right hand side of the fairway, between the bunker and the first tree is 220 yards. From there, that leaves you 125 yards to the middle of the green. The hole continues its dogleg towards a complex green. Slightly raised from the fairway, the green slopes in from the right, making it one of the hardest greens on the course to pick a line. As we work our way back down the fairway, you can clearly see the right hand side is the place to approach from. There's a real chance of a birdie here as long as you hit the right hand side of the fairway. Craig is hole 12 and hole 3 respectively. Leaving the 12th tee, we fly over the 3rd tee on a very challenging stroke index 1. The hole works its way back down into the valley as a dogleg to the right. With the first landing area from the 12th tee, just in line with the bunker, leaves you 240 yards to the middle of the green. As we progress up the hole, the landing area from the 3rd tee, just in line with the middle of the plantation, leaves you 150 yards to the middle of the green. If you play this as a par 5, just beware of the little burn that crosses the fairway. The remainder of the hole is a flat alleyway into a very deep green, but beware there's danger lurking at the back. Whether this is your 3rd hole or your 12th hole, a 5 here is a very good score. Clubhouse is a very straight hole, which doesn't mean it's easy. The white house and the trees in the background, that's your line from the tee. Aiming left and using the 9th and 18th fairway, that's a safe route. However, you may be blocked by the trees with your approach shot to the green. There are 2 landing areas up beside the bunker, left side and right side of the fairway. The right side of the fairway is most favoured as you get a better view of the green. From here it's only 150 yards to the middle. As we move up the fairway, you can see the trees on the left, they'll block out an overly protective tee shot. As we run up to the green, which is a double green that shares itself with the 8th and 17th, there's a small collection area between both greens. If you manage to avoid that with a good approach shot from the right hand side of the fairway, you've got a great birdie opportunity. Although this hole is straight and looks easy, anything leaking to the right is danger, so definitely favouring the left side is the safest option. At just under 100 yards, don't be fooled. It's all carry and the green complex makes this hole a challenge. The change in elevation makes club choice critical. If you're short or long, it makes it a very challenging par. With the green being such a small target, forget the flag and aim for the middle of the green. This green is one of the most complex greens on the course. With a severe slope from back to front, you have the comfort of knowing your tee shot will hold the green. A 2-putt par here is perfect. Being just under 100 yards doesn't make hole 5 or hole 14 any less challenging. Hole 6 and 15 is a par 5 requiring an accurate tee shot. The line from the 6th tee is the gap between the trees. The fairway opens up to the right, but that's blind from the tee. Left hand side of the road is all out of bounds, so ideally a fade is the perfect ball flight. As we continue down the hole to the landing area, the smaller landing area on the right at the start of the gorse is 230 yards from the green. A larger landing area on the left, still leaving 230 yards of the green, is a favoured spot. From there you either take the challenge or you lay up. A lay-up area in line with the start of the gorse leaves you 80 yards to the middle of the green. If you attack the green in 2 shots, there's a landing area just short of the green, which is hard to see from the fairway. The 6th and 15th green has a false front. Anything slightly short is going to roll back. So whether your approach shot is your second shot or your third shot, you must be aggressive. All in all, a great par 5 with lots to think about, from the tee shot to the approach shot to the layout of the green. Lee Pool is a solid par 3, surrounded by well positioned bunkers and out of bounds on the right hand side. From the tee, the fairway bunker looks close to the green, but there is a landing area there that you can use. The green itself has 2 tiers. The top tier on the right is a very challenging pin, and a safe tee shot is the middle of the green. A tricky 2-putt earns a well respected par. A tough par 3 that looks easy from the tee, don't be fooled, that's just good course design. The line from the 8th tee is the gorse at the right hand side of the 6th fairway. Anything left of that is also safe. You must keep away from the water on the right hand side. Landing up the left hand side of the fairway in line with the gorse leaves 275 yards to the middle of the green, which is 190 yards short of the dike. A safer tee shot down the left hand side or even over the road is still in bounds. Dike being the longest hole in the course, it's recommended to play as a 3-shot strategy. As we continue up the hole to find our landing area short of the dike, from here you'll have the best line in. From the dike to the middle of the green is only 85 yards. As we continue up to the green, there's space on the right hand side to bail out if you're taking this green on in 2 shots. The 8th and the 17th green is a double green with hole 4 and hole 13. On first inspection, the green looks relatively flat, but a tricky green to read, with the runoff towards the 4th green and subtle runoffs on the back right corner. As we move back up the hole from the green, you appreciate the challenge ahead. Hole 9 and 18 is the Hame hole, a great birdie opportunity. The line off the tee is the bunker to the front left of the green. With the Leithen Water on the right hand side, the left hand side of the fairway is a safe play. This landing area between the trees and the bunker leaves just 150 yards to the middle of the green. On a calm day, longer hitters will get past the bunker, leaving just a wedge and an excellent chance for birdie. The Hame hole finishes with one of the larger, flatter greens on the course. A great chance for a nice 2-putt to finish your round. With a chance to redeem your score here, this excellent par 4 brings you back to the clubhouse.